What is up, crypto community? Welcome back to another video. Thank you for joining me. I want to talk about some connections between Ethereum and China. Also, a company called Hacken. They're a auditor and basically they analyze blockchain. They looked into the Ripple hack or the XRP hack from Ripple executive Chris Larson, and what you're going to see there, some connections to Ripple. It's kind of alarming, and a lot of great stuff. So we did see a little bit of a pump on Bitcoin, resting around 45.5K. And it's 4 p.m. in New York City. I believe in 2 hours, the Vladimir Putin guy will be interviewing Tucker Carlson, and the White House is saying to not believe anything that's said. But I'm curious. Politics aside, honestly, I haven't done much of research on Putin, but what do you guys think about this interview? Will you be watching it? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I'm kind of a fan of Tucker Carlson. I'll be watching it. The automated market maker. If you guys don't know what this is, it's been going around a lot on Twitter. It's going to be passed on the XRP ledger. I just wanted to give you a definition of what it is because I don't think a lot of people do know what it is. If you do, you're ahead of the pack. Automated market maker is a type of decentralized exchange protocol that facilitates the exchange of cryptos without the need for traditional order books and intermediaries. Automated market makers use mathematical algorithms and smart contracts. Look that SHIT up. To automatically match buyers and sellers, determine prices, and provide liquidity. Essentially, it makes the market more effective. Really quick, guys, if you need a spot to get XRP or other cryptos, check out Uphold in the video description below. It supports me, and it's a good exchange to get crypto on. Look at how much money Gary Gensler and the SEC made in 2023. Over 4.9 billion. A pretty nice sum. I personally made 5.1 billion. I guess I'll take 4.9 billion. They had 501 enforcement actions, an average of $100 million per case. It was a record amount, with also an increase of 133 SEC officers. Ripple gets fined $3 billion. 2024 will be a record year. Gary Gensler, how much was given back to investors? So I do see a little bit of a conflict of interest. The SEC making billions of dollars, and the whole mission of them is to protect investors. So one would think they'd be a sort of non-for-profit entity, but that's clearly not the case. The XRP clawback amendment now activated. Also, let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section. Basically, this clawback amendment will allow, say, in this Chris Larson hack, when this XRP was taken, it's kind of like what it sounds, clawback. You can basically reverse a transaction on the blockchain. The reason this is polarizing is because the blockchain, like if I send someone Ethereum, I'm not getting it back unless you choose to send it back to me. Same with Bitcoin, same with most cryptocurrencies. It's a one-way road. And this kind of goes against that. On the plus side, though, if you think about CBDCs and big institutions, they're going to like something like this. It gives them a layer of protection, and big institutions always like this. Okay, so now let's talk about the CCP. And I'm going to be careful what I say here because let's realize the platform we're on. Boring Sleuth, if you don't follow him and you like kind of, not really conspiracies, but going down these rabbit holes, this guy's pretty on point. It says the CCP has taken over crypto by being Ethereum's largest hidden whale with an ownership estimation of nearly 66% of the ETH supply today. They've clearly compromised the SEC, CFTC, and Promethium. So Promethium, this just happened, is the only special purpose dealer broker for digital assets in the USA. And I have a lot of information on Promethium and their connections to China. So let's see about that. He says, time for a thread. If you haven't heard, Patrick McHenry and the Financial Committee of the U.S. government today called on the SEC government and FINRA to explain their shady approval of Promethium as the only special purpose broker-dealer for digital assets. Out of all the companies that were trying to do this, why was Promethium picked? Also, really quick, tweet from Digital Asset Investor. Promethium tweeted this out. They're thrilled to announce ETH as its first #digital asset security for institutional custody on our platform. Institutions sign up and buy Ether. It's interesting what the wordage that they use, digital asset security. And many are speculating, what is the SEC's next check move? Are they going to enact some kind of legislation or lawsuit against Ethereum? But more about these connections to China. Today, the Financial Services Committee, I guess this is a little bit political, it is kind of conservative, led by Chairman Patrick Henry, sent letters regarding the shady approval of the Chinese company Promethium. The letters to the SEC, the committee talks about the concerning tie between Promethium and waxing. Waxing is like, I don't know if it's the largest, but they did $112 billion in revenue last year. It's a massive Chinese automobile company. Along with a number of concerns as to why and how this CCP-associated company secured the only special purpose broker-dealer license to date. To better understand how and why they were awarded this, the committee has given FINRA and the SEC 1 week to provide written responses to the below questions. Then they list a bunch of questions in this document, trying to get more information. It says, pardon me. Sorry about that, I had a cough. January, I told you about how I told the world how it was Wanksang, I'm probably pronouncing this wrong, that was behind Ethereum. In April, I called out Gary Gensler of the SEC for teaching a false history on Ethereum at MIT, not once mentioning the backing of the CCP. July, I let the world know that Promethium purchased and owned these crypto addresses. Interesting, right? This is not a joke. Both the SEC and FINRA overlooked this and awarded them loan access to our markets. In June, I shared with you that the same Dr. Fang mentioned in the letter from the Financial Committee believed that they could issue a Chinese CBDC and have the first mover advantage and that it wouldn't require any backing of a real currency. In this tweet, I showed on-chain proof of Promethium's direct connections to their shell venture capital company, Longling Capital. And he just basically goes on this big rant of all of this connections between Ethereum and China. And it is really not that far-fetched. When you guys think about it, 4 out of the 5 biggest Bitcoin mining pools in the world are Chinese. So they have been in crypto for a long time. And it's kind of ironic because every cycle of crypto, they come out with a Chinese ban on crypto. However, it's looking more and more like they really dominate this industry. And another thing on Promethium. Promethium claims to have not only riled the crypto industry, but they've argued that Gary Gensler had propped up the little-known firm to further its own regulatory agenda. In June on CNBC, Gary Gensler touted Promethium's registration as a special-purpose broker-dealer as an example of a compliant path for the industry. And last June, the company received a prized invitation to testify at a congressional hearing about crypto, despite having virtually no presence in the industry. So this came out just a few hours ago. The Ripple co-founder hack of Chris Larsen shows internal links to Ripple. In a bombshell report, blockchain analytics firm Herein has uncovered connections between a major security breach targeting Ripple co-founder Chris Larsen and accounts potentially linked to the Ripple company itself. And now they speculate on it potentially being an inside job, which is just pure speculation, but this is interesting information. On January 31st, Larsen disclosed a theft of 213 million XRP, and it's revealed here there was actually 70 million more XRP. So this number was not correct. It was 280 million XRP, valued at $112 million. Hacken's investigation reveals a complex laundering scheme involving 8 wallets with a significant portion of stolen funds funneled through a single wallet dubbed these letters. However, intrigue arose when further analysis linked this wallet to another wallet which had prior transactions with Larsen and Ripple, including a substantial $64.6 million transfer. So the wallet that allegedly hacks Chris Larsen has had transaction history in the past in the tune of tens of millions of dollars. A little bit fishy. Adding to the complexity, this other wallet was found to have transferred funds to a Kraken deposit address used by the attacker in 2020, suggesting a pre-existing link to XRP. While Hacking cautions against definitive conclusions, these connections raise serious questions about internal security protocols at Ripple. So if you guys aren't a complete blockchain analytics crypto sleuth, all of these blockchain transactions can be tracked. However, it's not as simple as just looking at, okay, what did this wallet send to? Because there's crypto mixers, there's a way to hide crypto transactions. I'm not sure on the XRP ledger. And then when you start depositing crypto into exchanges and taking it out, it gets a little bit harder. But these blockchain analytics firms like Hacking are able to uncover this stuff. So why is there a pre-existing transfer of $64 million? Why was the amount of the hack not correct? That's all the information on that, but it is a little bit fishy. And now for this clip of Mikkel. He's another XRP YouTuber. If you don't watch his stuff, maybe check it out. He was on this big crypto town hall with this guy named Crypto Banter and Mario Nafal. This guy Mario Nafal runs the biggest spaces on Twitter, so it's always good to see one of our XRP community members getting up there. But listen to what this guy Crypto Banter has to say. He runs one of the largest crypto shows on the internet, and I think Mikkel bodies him pretty hard here. Take a listen.
Cool. Did you have a response to Ryan? Sorry, Zach. Sorry, Doctor.
Yeah, I mean, I do think it's kind of funny. I mean, all this talk about, hey, what are these projects going to be used for other than speculation? And then you have the XRP ledger, right? One of the few blockchains that has a specific use case to move money all around the world and is being adopted in real time. And then everyone likes to dismiss it and say, oh, not that project. You have all these different projects that have absolutely no utility.
You mean the ledger that doesn't require the tokens for any of its use cases?
That's fundamentally, Rand. That's fundamentally not true. XRP is burned in every single transaction. So if you're just gonna,
I've looked at the tech.
Well, you've looked poorly at it because your first statement was wrong. You've looked very poorly at it.
With the CTO of Ripple.
Cool. Did you have a response to Ryan? Sorry, Zach.
At that point, when Mikkel's trying to correct him that XRP isn't actually needed for anything on the XRP ledger, he gets kicked off stage or loses speaking privileges. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching today's video. Have a great start to your weekend tomorrow. And if you guys like daily crypto news, everybody's welcome here to subscribe, join the community. Until next time.